Okay, here we have a better picture of some of the building damage and some of the debris that's strewn apart here. This is Denison Road, and they have it all closed off here. And this is the road I came down last night looking for damage. When I drove through, you could not come on this road without driving on the sidewalks because there was so much of the stuff that you see up on the side was in the middle of the road. You can see here, you can see that, it's hard to see, but there's a light just totally missing off the top of that pole. There's a power line that's just dangling down. There were multiple power lines just dangling down that road when I came through it. And right off here to my right, this parking lot, when I came by it last night, was just full of twigs and leaves. And here's some of that debris, some shingles down here too. But this right here is the parking lot right outside the offices that Campus Crusade has here on campus. And it looks like the offices didn't sustain much damage at all, except you can see the debris all over the sign. But otherwise, yeah, just massive destruction here. All right, again, here's some more significant building damage. This is just down the road from where we were, just a little bit south, but just look at all of the stuff that's just all over here. I mean, there's fraternity letters just propped up in the middle of the road there. There's no other place to put them. You can just see the stuff all over. There's a road sign. Don't even think anyone's worried about parking here right now, but just all the way down. When I drove down this last night, right down there in those bushes, there was actually a Jeep Grand Cherokee that was just stuck over there. As I couldn't tell, it looked like it was on its wheels and it had some windows in it left, but they moved that out of there now. But just crazy to look at. At a certain point, it just kind of leaves you speechless. All right, here we are at an apartment building here. It's just been destroyed. The roof just got sucked off. I heard about some residents talking behind me about people that were in this building when this thing came through. Again, cars just coming around here. I can give you a 360 panoramic if I can zoom out far enough, but again, there's a tree just right on top of that car, windows blown out. If you come around this way, you can look. I mean, just ripped up trees just everywhere. You can't even see through all the trees to the back where all the real damage is. Down here you see an Action News van down there through the foliage. They're reporting here. I'm just right behind the fraternity that I was at. You can hear this drum and the murmur of trees trying to put up power lines. I watched the guy drill holes in the power pole to try and get the power back up in some places around here, and yeah, it was pretty massive. You can tell coming around here, we've got some people just cleaning up their front yards now. And yeah, I mean, this just came right through here. If I can walk down here a little bit more, I bet you will see some worse damage just right inside here. I don't know if you can see the streets, but this is just where the streets are everywhere. It's just gotta watch for nails and everything else as you go. But yeah, now you can start to see down in this chute here. Obviously something came right through here. There's just cars destroyed, and I mean, you can just look down the plane there at all the stuff just sitting there. Just unbelievable. Just completely unbelievable. Much worse than I had thought. We just feel so blessed that we were not touched by this thing at all. All right, we can see get a closer look at some of these apartments now. You can see where they've come by and painted on the doors when it was checked, how many bodies they found. It's pretty serious stuff. I mean, all the way down here, you can tell all these doors have been checked, and I mean, the whole building. This is the one without a roof here. You can see there's where it still remains slightly, but all above down below where I'm standing, there's just no roof anymore. If you come around here, we got a truck in front of us here, but You can see the other signs here on this building. Get up close so you can see that. But the whole thing, you can tell all the doors are painted through here. Here's some of the damage to the car. Grisly stuff here. Okay, here we are looking down a street. Some guys are cleaning up. Again, this is just a side street. I'm starting to get it more into the residential area of town here. You can see this house right here, missing shingles. Probably nobody inside there right now. As you come across here, you see guys standing around everywhere telling stories. Some of these people were probably in this thing when it hit. Look at this. And the roof is just gone here. Just incredible. And again, just more down to timber. You could see down this line here. I could zoom in. Just all the way down as far as you can see. It's just ripped out trees. Just crazy. Trees down on the other side of the parking lot. This whole fence is leaning right here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alright, this is a poor picture again, but I don't know if you can see the fence, but there's just stuff just blowing into it all over. You can see where the roads are just covered with debris on both sides. You can't even bike up and down the sidewalks because of the amount of stuff on the sides of the roads piled up. Here's the house. Took some hit. All down this side of the street too, you can see just piled up. And this is hard to watch. It's, you know, on the campus there's probably wasn't very much to be concerned about. The buildings are pretty strong, but when you talk about some of these small single-family homes, it's just really sad to see some of this destruction like this. Just an idea of what I'm up against here, trying to bike down these sidewalks. There's just stuff all over. It's like you can't even get around town. There's cars stopping and people looking, and a guy had a sign on his car. I just saw it, said, instead of looking, how about helping? So many people just driving by doing what I'm doing, trying to get a feel for how bad the damage is. Most people are trying to figure out where the best place to help is still, because you just can't, nobody knows where the worst of it is. We're all just sorting this out together. Alright, I'm over on the west side of town now, where they say this is the worst of it, and I believe it. It took me a while to get over here on my bike with all the road closures and such, but look at that. That was once an ace true value, and it's just gone. I mean, it's just completely reduced to rubble. Out here, if you can see back in the back, they've got some, starting to line up some of that rubble down there along the side of the road so they can get rid of it. Right next to it, this is presumably Applewood Toyota, where you can see, I don't know if you can really see from here, but the Toyota sign, obviously you can see is bent out of shape. Some windows blown out over there, it looks like. But they had some power lines down, and they've got just debris all over the place here. Just, it looks like this is right where it came over the side of the road. And just an unbelievable sight to look up here off of this and see all this destruction. I mean, just happened in just a matter of seconds. Just crazy, unbelievable to think about. All right, here we are. If I don't run out of battery too soon, take a look at this. The better view of all the damage here. You can just see it just goes on and on and on down there. Just crazy. This is serious stuff. This is not clean it up in a week and call it good. This is going to take a long time to rebuild. Here we are. This is Little Apple Toyota. This is what they talked about on the news. I mean, the whole thing just ripped to shreds. You can see the guys in there just crawling around, getting their stuff out, their desk chairs, whatever they can find that's worth keeping. Things missing from the signs, cars just thrown around and wrapped around poles. Just amazing, just amazing. Running out of battery here, but I'll get as much as I can. It's sickeningly quiet through here, but you can just see. I mean, this is obviously right where something just ripped right through here. This just can't be missed right here. Here we are in front of Living Word Church. You see their sign there. Words like that seem truer today than they did yesterday. Tough questions. This right here was once a storage unit. A bunch of storage units. You can see those doors there that just lead to nothing now. You can see the remains of the concrete that's once supported these structures, but everything else is just rubble all behind them. Just a pile of rubble. People's stuff just totally trashed. Cannot be retrieved. So sad. Thankfully all our stuff is out of storage, and our stuff is stored farther out of town. Anyway, we would have never been in harm's way of this, but I mean, here, look at this. Just right across the street from me here, just a huge hole right in the middle of the building. Unbelievable. Alright, one last shot of this little area at the reverse side of this church billboard right next to the storage unit. It says, "In Him all things were created," Colossians 1:16. I mean, what a telling verse to quote, the only testimony of who has the power around here. And boy, the tornado rubble sure confirms it. He does have all the power. Here we have a view down the linear trail. This is one of the trails that runs all the way around Manhattan. See the sign there? Temporarily closed. Boy, I wonder why. Alright, not much battery left, and there's not a lot of damage to show here, but this is the inside of the old football stadium. And as I pan around here, you'll be able to get a better idea of just how much debris there is from this thing everywhere. Now keep in mind, this is an area that the tornado did not even hit. But if you can see the grass everywhere, there's just stuff all over. Most of it's insulation, shingles, leaves, and branches. It's been the things that I've seen the most. But yeah, just all over. You can see closer on this grass, just as far out as you can pan. Just piles and piles and piles of stuff. It's pretty unbelievable. Alright, here's a bit more damage on the campus. There's an uprooted tree down there, you see that guy. But if I can pan around here, there's a building right here. I know we'll be going inside of this guy for a while. Window blown out there. Get up real close so we can see some of this. Windows busted out. Shades hanging out. Over here we got some more broken windows. It's amazing that they're still allowing us to walk around out here.